So we want to know what the probability is that one of the persons has brown hair, given that they are female. Now, the important thing is in the wording, it says given that, or it gives some indication that you've already selected a category of people or whatever the two categories are. So in this case, you've already selected the female people. And it's out of the females that you want to know what is the probability that they have brown hair. So the easiest way to do this is to highlight all the females and then highlight all the brown hair. And where they intersect is the number that you're interested in. And you're also interested in the total here because it's out of the total number of females. So it's not out of the total who were asked altogether, it's out of the total females because you've selected the female category. So in this case, it's going to be 3 out of 5. Now, say for example, the question said, what is the probability that the person has blonde hair given that they are a male? In that question, the male category has been selected. So it's out of the males. And then the blonde hair. So again, it would be where the two cross. And again, you're looking at this total here because it's given that they are male. So it's from the male category. How many have blonde hair? Well, one man out of the 5 had blonde hair. Let's have a look at another example. So the question for this one is, how many people survived given that they were in first class? So again, you're starting with a category. You're starting with the people who are in first class. So that is all these people. So you're not interested in this total here, you're interested in this total here. And you want to know how many of the people that were in first class survived. So all these people survived, and these were the ones that were in first class. So for this example, 203 out of the 325 who were in first class survived. Now, as you go through probabilities, there is actually a formula for conditional probabilities that shows you why this actually works and why it's a simple case of isolating the different categories and seeing where they intersect. But as you haven't done that yet, we won't go into that because I wouldn't want to confuse you. Hopefully that makes sense. You also need to be really careful when you're reading the questions. They can be worded quite ambiguously in that they're not very easy to pick out what it is that they're wanting you to do. So whenever you look at a probability question, you need to try and identify, is it specifying out of a particular category that is in my table, or is it out of everybody who is in my table, so out of the general total that is in the bottom right hand corner. So they might use words like given that, or as the people were in first class, what's the probability they died. Now, they can word it in all kinds of different ways, but you need to determine if they are isolating one particular category and they're asking you for a section of that category.